Hello Internet, welcome back to some Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and today we're going to be tackling the highest level enemy in the game, the Tyranno Titan Ice Cube Man. Keep forgetting what his last name is, but don't worry, we're going to find out soon enough. Now, for those of you guys that have seen my Poppi QTπ showcase, we're going to be making a small adjustment to the actual build. Seeing that we already have plenty of healing in the form of Nia and her blades, we're going to forgo the avant-garde metal and instead replace it with a world tree drop. This is a very useful one because the more and more you switch, and you're going to be switching thanks to the fact that we're going to be using driver combos, you're going to be switching quite often and giving yourself extra damage. With a max of 250, you can reach that in about 22 blade switches, and that's going to be happening quite often in this particular battle, especially if they're drawn out. Now, one of the other things I want to mention is that this also stacks with Poppi's ability, where when you have maxed out affinity, you will get an additional 100% damage. This means that, theoretically, if you combine that with like affinity max attack 5, you can have about like 450% extra damage just because you have it all set up. So that's going to be the thing we're going to have there. Obviously the beta scope is going to stay because we want to be able to use our breaks as often as possible. The other thing I want to mention is that we're also going to be using Crit Heal Mithra. The nice thing about Crit Heal Mithra is the fact that because Rex is able to build up his orbs really quickly, that's going to be good news for us. We can actually be over and done with this battle, which is supposed to be designed to be one of the harder battles in the game, and this is going to be a no-brainer. So, please enjoy. We're going to be using both crit builds, the Crit's Team Heal tank, as well as the usual crit heal character. So this is a very interesting fight. Even though he's the highest level, he's actually one of the easier super bosses in the game. The reason why I say that is not because you should just be careless and not think about it, but because he doesn't really have much in the way of instant kills. The only thing you want to look out for is the Bone Crusher, but that just means that if you're the tank, you should be constantly be on the lookout for repositioning yourself so that your party members aren't facing the tail. But that's kind of the thing though, like the main villain of this fight isn't Kuradil himself, it's going to be the player AI, or it's not the player AI, the party AI. So here we go, right off the bat we're going to give ourselves a quick Gravity Blizzard. This is going to be our first orb, which is a dark element. Now, it's kind of tricky to keep track of how many orbs you have, especially when you see all those orbs swirling around. It's just one of those things that come with a lot of practice and experience, and that's kind of going to be the regular occurrence over here. So again, we're going to start with building Dark and Earth because we're an Ice type, and it's very easy to build up our own meters as the Ice type here in the party. So again, always be canceling as well. Here we go. ABC, always be canceling. I kind of want to savor my launch just in case. If I don't get the break, then I'll go ahead and expend my launch. Oh, but lo and behold, we got ourselves a topple. Perfect. Although I don't believe we'll be able to capitalize on this. We're a little bit slow right now. That's okay. Oh, never mind, we got it. Nice. Okay, so I think the next thing we can go for after we get this earth element, I'm going to hopefully switch into Poppi QT so that I can do a smash. If I get that smash, it's going to be good. Nope, couldn't do it. That's okay. Right, so the next thing on our list is going to be Volt, and I'm going to create a Flame Bolt so that I can make a Wind Element if Rex is fast enough, or I'm going to go ahead and make an Ice Element Orb. So either way, it's going to be fine. You know what? We're going Ice. Awesome. And hopefully Rex is going to follow that up with a Topple. I would love a Topple right now. Yes. There we go. Yeah, we can actually stall for time. I don't mind waiting a little bit longer. No, but I don't have a smash available. Okay, sorry Rex, but it's my turn to make ice. So that is 3 elements right off the bat. The harder elements to create, or the harder orbs to create in this particular setup is going to be water. Water we're going to be saving for last because Rex has a tendency to kind of switch it up. So what I'm going to do right now is that we're going to create a wind element now. We're going to create a wind element by using ice, then water, and then Rex should follow that up with wind. Now, one of the other things too is that it's actually very easy to stay healthy for this particular one. Okay, so he just used Rampage Train. I really hate this attack. I don't hate it because it does so much damage. I hate it because it completely messes up our positioning in the entire fight, and it just looks really awkward. So you can see over there, he does that attack, and it goes into the Bone Crusher. It's just, it felt really, really awkward. Of course, it's not really my place to complain about these things, but man! Okay, let's try to build Electricity. Electricity is going to be a little bit difficult to do because it's going to be solely focused on me using Poppi Alpha. So let's see how that goes. Let's see what we got here. Because we already have the... Yeah, we already have a Earth element, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, cancel that. Hopefully... Yeah, I should be able to build it up. Again, the more I get hit while I'm in the Rigid Shield form, should be fine. Here we go. And that's my Gaia Crash. So now Nia should be clued in and use Vess, or switch into Vess. Okay. Lightning Quake. Awesome. Alrighty. Yeah, this is very fast-paced, and I'm sorry if I'm going too fast for most of you guys watching right now, but that is kind of the nature of the super bosses, is that the name of the game is to just rush all of your abilities as fast as possible. Okay, now what can I make next? We've already established Dark. And there's water. Okay, do you know what? Let's build fire. Let's build a fire, shall we? Murder Ray. Okay, I've been doomed, so this could be bad. Okay, that's fine. You know what? As long as I was able to get my attack done, that should be okay. Now, if only I could just have Nia heal me quickly. Here we are. Okay, so building light could be pretty tricky as well, but because we want to have a focus on light later on, I would prefer that Rex were to do a Mega Explosion first. But if he doesn't want to do that, or if the AI doesn't want to do that, then I'm gonna have no choice but to intervene. Ooh, but we get a top. Okay, that's gonna save some time. Awesome. Okay, go ahead with that Mega Explosion, my friend. Alright, so that's a fire element. I'm still trying to think off the top of my head what other elements we're missing. So we have light and water missing. And those are the trickiest ones to get, in my opinion. So what we're going to do... Actually, building fire would actually be pretty easy if I had a light element go first. But since that didn't happen, yeah, we're going to go ahead and build light. Here we are. Okay, yeah, see, this is the tricky thing, because I'm trying to keep track of how many we have, like, kind of keep mental track of where we're at in terms of our abilities. But thing is, though, I am also playing as sort of the healer of this party, so I would like very much to start getting my heals done, which shouldn't be that hard. Again, we have team healer auxiliary cores, so all this that I'm doing, all this damage that I'm doing, is going to be heals for Rex. Now, if only he would notice me, though, that would be even better. Nuclear Blast. Because, like, yeah, he has the crit build as well, so I'm surprised he didn't build up that meter even faster. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to go for another topple. Not quite. Okay, I have to heal Rex now. Here we are. Okay, that's a gamma ray. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna create water before we build light, and that's fine. I don't mind that at all. Oh man, Nia switched? Why, Nia? Why? You should have come through for me. Yeah, see, that's one of the annoying things too, that you'll also notice during the super bosses, is that there will be quite a few of these guessing games that the AI is going to pull off. But thing is, though, we have a very safe build going on here. So, honestly, as long as you have the safety, and this isn't a very dangerous boss either. He's very intimidating because he has a lot of sustained damage on your party in the form of his Gatling guns, for example. But as long as you have, you know, something safe and you're able to quickly adapt to these things, then it should be okay. Alright, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create 2 fires so that Rex can make light. If that's okay. Here we are. Yeah, Poppi is a very versatile, very useful blade. Again, like, for those of you guys that haven't seen my farming video, the whole thing about Poppi QT is the fact that, like, has all the blade arts that you could possibly need, and probably some of the best for creating blade combos. Or so not blade arts, driver combos. So yeah, definitely worth a look. If you want to have some of the best blades, then Poppi QT is someone you want to look into. And I think this should be it. I believe this is all the orbs. So yeah, now this is where the fun part happens. This could be fun. Topple. You know what? While he's toppled, we're gonna go ahead and do a team attack. Now, this is the really fun part. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, all 8 orbs ready to roll. So, as usual, we're just, like, there's not really much in terms of guessing game for this one. The game doesn't do an amazing job of explaining what exactly the chain attacks, or like the best way to do chain attacks. So the best thing that I can just suggest is whenever you hit the opposite element, you will get more damage for those orbs, and it would only take 2 hits. And not to mention, you'll also guarantee where the hits go. I'm actually considering just making a video solely for this purpose. It'll probably just be a really short video, but yeah, there's a lot of things going on for this one, but really the best way to do it is just... like, the best way to do it is just to use Mithra's Ascended form, and then that should be a free win. Like, that's all I can say, because the more orbs you burst, the more damage you'll have. But the thing is, though, is that there will reach a point where after you break 4 of the orbs, then all of them will break. So the more you have on the field, the more of that damage percentage you'll get on the left side of the screen will become. So here we go. Oof, look at that damage. Wow. Oh, it never gets old. But this is how you get the most damage. This is how you beat all the best bosses. And yeah, that would basically be it. Usually I would be able to do a little bit more damage, but I think I might have missed something. I think it's because I used Nim twice, and that wasn't the best use of my calculators, because most of the time you would end up hitting the max amount of damage, even with lower leveled weapons. But yeah, that is going to be the demonstration for both crit builds that I've been using lately, and hopefully you guys will have them to look forward to when you do that. Crit heal builds are extremely useful. They're very safe, they're very fast paced, you're always doing something, and I think that's a build that most people can enjoy. So, guys, thanks very, very much for joining me, and as usual, I will see you guys next time. Please look forward to the next Blade Showcase. It's coming soon. Take care, everyone.